The 12th Doctor has finally been announced, and we take a look at what it truly means to be a geek. All of this on this week's
Wide World of Geek.
Hey there everyone, it's Baka here, and welcome to episode number 40 of the Wide World of Geek, where we look at what's new and newsworthy in the world of geek this week. Now first up is the huge bit of information that's happened this week, and honestly, probably the only true geeky news that has hit the public's eye. And that is that BBC One has announced who the 12th Doctor is, the Doctor that will be replacing Matt Smith on Doctor Who. And that man is Peter Capaldi. Now, Peter Capaldi is a well-known British actor. He has been in many things. He's very well respected over in Britain, but he's not caught the attention of the American public's eye. The biggest thing he was in that we might have seen was World War Z, where he played a World Health Organization doctor, or a WHO, a WHO doctor. Was this a hint? I highly doubt it, but that's great things to think about. So, Peter Capaldi, he is going into this at 55 years old, playing the same age that Peter Mayhew played when he played the first Doctor, which makes him tied for being the oldest Doctor to play Doctor Who, where he's taking Matt Smith's place, who was the youngest Doctor to play Doctor Who. I'm really interested to see what happens with this switch in age and in personality. It's going to make the Doctor a very different person than someone we've seen in quite a while. So, kudos to you, Peter Capaldi. Millions and millions of people are jealous, wanting to be in your shoes right now, and I hope you have a great time playing the Doctor. Now, this week is Geek Week on YouTube. And while I am technically not a official part of Geek Week, I think it's everyone's job on YouTube that has anything to do with geekery to embrace this week. And I mean, heck, this show is called The Wide World of Geek. And I think it's just natural to embrace the inner geek, or in my case, the inner and outer geek. Now, because I only have one piece of real news story, I want to just take a minute and talk about what it means to be a geek. Now, there's a lot of argument whether geek and nerd mean the same exact thing, whether it's a difference. A lot of times people think nerd means that you have all these weird likes, but they all have something to do with knowledge and education, and geek, you're just kind of into weird things. Personally, I like to intermingle those two things. Geek and nerd, I don't think they have to mean a different thing. I don't personally see them as that different. After talking to a few people and listening to what a few people on YouTube have had to say about it, I might have be in some tweaking of some things. Sometimes, a geek can take things a little too far, but hey, you can say the same thing about nerds. Whether it's the Nerdist or Geek and Sundry, their channels are really interchangeable. So, to me, a geek is someone who loves a certain topic and is passionate about that topic and learns a lot about that topic, and then expresses that knowledge with other people. So for me, my biggest area of geekdom is comic books. You can quiz me over just about any topic in comics, and chances are I'll have an answer for you. It might not be the answer you're exactly looking for, or I might bring it around from a long ways away, but I'll get to it eventually. Some people might be into programming and can tell you everything that you ever want to know about HTML5 or JavaScript. Some people it might be video games or TV shows. Some people it might be sports. Yes, sports can be a geeky thing. Look at all the people who play fantasy football year in and year out. No matter whether or not they're actually rooting for a specific team. They're now actively engaging in following a set group of players on different teams in different positions and looking at their statistics. It's a math geek type of thing. And I'll admit, I've done fantasy football for a long time. Last year was the first time I haven't done it in about 8 years. I'll probably do it this year. It's really interesting. If you like a sport and you get into the fantasy element of it, you end up, in my opinion, liking the sport more for the skills and qualities rather than for a specific team, just maybe for a regional reason or a family reason. Like, my family, no one's a real huge baseball fan. My dad grew up a Yankees fan. He grew up with Mickey Mantle, etc. He loves Yankees. My younger brother has followed in his footsteps as a Yankees fan. My older brother is a White Sox fan. I am a Cubs fan. Now, regionally, it should be the White Sox or the Cubs. I grew up about an hour and a half outside of Chicago. Technically, the South Side is closer, but when I grew up, my grandpa was a Cubs fan. So I kind of listened to him and didn't really care that the entire other side of my family was a bunch of White Sox fans. So, I'm not a baseball geek. I appreciate it, and I appreciate good moves and good plays, but I wouldn't call myself a baseball geek. Football geek, yes. I would definitely consider myself a football geek. I watch it all the time during the fall. I follow teams, I follow players, I do my fantasy aspects. I love my college football, I love my pro football. So yeah, football geek, comic geek, two totally different types of geekdom. But there you have it. So you can be a geek about anything. So embrace your inner geek. Learn to live with it, learn to love it. Spread your love to other people. So that's my show this week. I'm hoping to get another top 5 in this week, hopefully on Friday. However, I have been battling a horrible cold that has left me down and out for the last 3 days. As I'm making this video, it is Tuesday. It'll be going up on Wednesday. And I'll be working Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday during the daytime. So we will see about we'll see about top 5 this week. I'm hoping, but no guarantee. But until next time, this is Bach, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. The 12th Doctor has finally been